Alright guys, how's it going? Welcome back to another video. It is bloody cold, everything is iced up. Well, it's not very iced up at the minute, but as you can see at the back there, it was iced up. Car's been running for a little while, so it's actually nice and toasty on my ass at the minute. But anyway, today I'm going to start off the video by fitting... Oh crap, my gimbal's gone all funky. Fitting this double din stereo. Going to be replacing that one. It's sort of blown out the image because of the sun. I hope my face wasn't blown out because of the sun. Anyway, we're going to be fitting the double din stereo, and then we are going to be going to meet my cousin, and we're going to be going to look at an Audi A3. Not for me, for him. But I just thought I'd bring you guys along because I want to start filming more of this stuff, because I actually want to film all the other stuff that I get into as well, like obviously going to view cars, going to little car shows, anything like that. Anything that I do that I think that may be entertaining, I guess. But anyway, I'm going to leave that there. We're going to jump down to the workshop where it's going to be even more cold, and I'll catch up with you guys then. Right, so guys, actually, I was going to say it's quite dark, but luckily for you, I have this, which is, thank you to Matty, a light. Don't know where I'm going to put it. I've actually got a mount, but I'm going to start by removing all of this, because all of this centre section's got to come out. All the surround for that's got to come out. I want to get rid of all the wires that I don't need. And then I've got to try and run a USB from the back of the radio all the way up to here, because that's where I want my phone to sit when I'm using like Android CarPlay and things like that. So I'm going to start by removing all of this crap. Not going to show any of you guys, but I just got a message. Anyway, I'm now going to remove all this, so I'll get back to you after this bright light. Ooh. That's pretty satisfying. Anyway, let's do this. Alright, so guys, just a quick little update. I need to get a light on or something. That might be way too bright. That's a really super bright light. Anyway, the double din is all in. My Apple CarPlay wire was like the biggest piece of piss to fit. Literally, the wire just comes from the back of the stereo down. Comes out the bottom here, which you can't see, comes out the bottom there, comes all the way through the trans tunnel, all the way up, and there's underneath this rubber in here, if it focuses, underneath this rubber in here, there is literally a hole. So all I had to do was cut a hole in the rubber right here for this little USB to pop through, and it just sits there nice and snug, which is perfect. And yeah, I just taped the wire out of the way of the gear knob. So we're all good on that. So yeah, we're all fitted. Thank God I finally got a double din. A double din that I want, which was a full screen one. And I've also done my DAB radio, aerial, and my GPS box. So yeah, phone doesn't focus because this light is super bright. Anyway, next clip. Alright guys, so we are now recording in natural light, and the stereo is all fitted. I actually did just start to drive away from work, but then remembered I wanted to update you guys. So, funnily enough, I parked next to the Starlet. But anyway, stereo is obviously all fitted, DAB's working, the nav is working, Android Autoplay is all working. Everything that I wanted within the stereo is working. I haven't quite figured anything out yet. I need to sort out the bass. That's a bit crazy at the minute. It's going to do my head in. But we are now going to head down towards Dis to pick up my cousin, and then we are going to go over to Colchester to see this Audi A3. So yeah, let's get on this little tiny road trip. Let's do it. Fucking come to get a car, and now we're searching for jumper cables. Jeez. Bad, isn't it? Yep. And we get some of these. Yeah. 20 quid. Saved you that 20 quid on the price of the car. Watch them be run out. They ain't got none in stock. Yeah. You'd be fucking slapping someone. It is very dark, but we are now jumpering it. As you can see, we've got some jumpers from Halfords. She's fucking running, boy! Yeah. Alright, so guys, got the light on it in a minute. Bit of a better look at the car. Turn your lights off, and then you can take the phone off charge and get a picture of it. That should be enough, and it's on like 7%. So
9%.
Oh. Just a bit of a better look at it in the light, sort of. Whoop! Now I'm in the light. But it's an Audi A3 1.6 petrol, I believe, and I would hope to say he's got some plans for it. Fingers crossed. Alright, so guys, we have just literally pulled back up at Joshua's house. What? Come to interrupt me and then saw that I was filming. But yeah, we've literally just pulled up back at Joshua's house. He's moving his old car, which sits right there, that loud thing, to put his Audi in that spot, because the Audi's not going to be driving straight away. So he is now currently moving the Polo to put the Audi in its permanent spot for a little while. I think what we're going to do is... Why didn't you just put it in the spot? There's a visitor spot right there. Pleb. He's confusing himself because obviously he's, well, not obviously, you guys wouldn't know where he lives. He's got one spot allocated to his flat, and there's visitor spot, and then there's obviously his own spot. So he's putting the Audi in his spot where it's going to be sitting because no one's going to moan at it, and then he's going to put the Polo either out the front or in a visitor spot because he's going to drive it on a daily basis for now. But other than that, the Audi looks really it's really decent, to be honest. It's a 1.6 petrol. It's lowered on coilovers. It's already got some fake rep wheels on it, which most Audi A3s have on them. And the only downside to it is that it's on 157,000 miles, but it has been quite looked after, and there's a couple of bits underneath the engine bay that need sorting, which we'll probably go over now, I guess. I'll jump to it right now. He's going to finish moving his Polo, and yeah, we'll go through it. Right, so while he's moving that loud bit of machinery, we're going to have a little look at the Audi. I can't say it's going to focus too well because of the lighting, but you can sort of get the gist of what Audi it is. I don't know if it's going to be able to focus on what wheels are on it, but yeah, you can see them anyway.
What do you think then in general?
Exciting, isn't it?
Not bad.
I like it.
I like the shape.
Quite like the shape.
Yeah.
Oh. So basically the only problem that we have found, I don't even know if you can hear me actually, the only problem that we found with this car, it's obviously 1.6, but if we look at this, shine your light a bit more on this, like, if you look down there,
It's just got a rubber on it. Where's the rubber? That goes in it.
get it, grab the rubber, just in case. But the whole, like, no, you turned the light off. The whole oil cap is just loose and it's not attached. So we're thinking that's why it's running. Oh, my gimbal's fuck. We're thinking that's why it's running a bit shit. And we're not sure how it clips on. It's actually snapped, or oh, the plastics has. So yeah. So what I would be careful with is to make sure them plastics aren't sitting on top, which they are. Yeah. So I reckon your best bet is going to be to get the whole rocker cover off and get them out before they go into the engine. Because what's happening, what's in these engines, a metal plate sits over the rockers and everything like that, which is what they're sitting on at the minute, and that's just basically, if they do get down an edge, then they're gonna fucking get into the engine and fuck it right up. But
to get a new one of them from work,
yeah,
just leave it this how it is.
yeah,
I'll plug the stereo completely.
I'd pull the stereo out. But yeah, basically this car is on 157,000 miles. It's had a new sump, it's had new oil filter, and it's had new oil regularly, I guess. It's got quite a bit of paperwork with it, and for 157,000 miles on a petrol, it runs pretty decent. And obviously, like we said, we think it's because of the oil cap that it runs a bit shit. It's also got a blow in the exhaust because of it being lowered. I don't know if you can tell on camera, but it is quite low at the front, so the exhaust hits and scrapes. But these are obviously all things that we're going to try and sort out, fingers crossed. I've already said to Joshua that anything he wants to do to this car, call me, because I'm more than happy to give him a hand, and we'll film it as well. So
get it down to you first.
yeah, but we're obviously, well, he's going to have to sort this out, so we can get it down to me first, because he actually lives like an hour away ish, 45 minutes to an hour. Look at this sick house, covered in freaking Christmas decorations. They outdo themselves every bloody year. They've been doing that since I was probably about 5. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe. We will be seeing the Audi A3. Oh, I'm getting blinded by the sun. We will be seeing the Audi A3 on the channel. Loads more. I know my cousin's going to do some things to it. We're gonna do some stuff to it together, hopefully. Maybe I'll get a few clips of his Polo, because you guys have never seen his Polo. But anyway, I'm going to leave it at that. Make sure you do leave a like and subscribe if you want to stick around, and I shall see you in my next video.